Welcome back to Living Local. I'm Gail Kvistad, your host, and I'm happy to be here with Alixe Mattingly and the Partnership for Resilient Communities.
Thank you, Gail. Thank you so much for covering this really important community initiative.
Oh, it's my pleasure because this really is important for our community. This is historic, isn't it?
This is historic, and we are coming to the end of a year where we have accomplished what everybody thought we couldn't get done, and we have because of the generosity of this community and the nimble efforts to just keep going. And
it really has been a huge community effort where people have come together and just given a little and a lot and really made a huge difference because there's already rings installed.
And that's right. We have 4 nets that have been installed over the last couple of weeks that took a year to get to, and we're very proud of what the community has been able to accomplish.
Well, let's sit down and talk about this because I want to hear more about the Partnership for Resilient Communities and all that's been accomplished this year.
Terrific.
Great.
Over a year ago, after the debris flow, like so many people in our community, there was so many people saying, what can we do to help? What can we as private citizens do? And as we know, so many things were born by that community spirit that came together. And our group, the Partnership for Resilient Communities, which was formed in consultation with all of our elected officials and our public works and our
Pat
town
McElroy is
employees.
the one that really spearheaded this, right?
The former head of our county fire department for decades, was the one that formed a group, talked to all of the public works officials and said, what can we do that will add to what you are doing? This has been an amazing collaboration with all of the experts that we have here. All of our first responders are people on the ground.
And we're going to take you up to see those Swiss nets that they've already installed in San Ysidro.
Yes.
Hey, so Kevin, where are we headed?
We're headed up to the San Ysidro drainage to look at one of the new debris flow nets that the Partnership for Resilient Communities has installed.
And it's already up in action. This is
Yeah,
really
it's
exciting.
Fully installed.
Fully installed.
Yep, so it should be pretty cool. It's a engineering feat to protect our community. So the debris flow nets reduce the amount of material that can come off the mountainside into the community. So it's a mitigation measure.
And it's come up fast too.
Yeah,
You all have been really active.
And absolutely amazing how quickly Pat and Joe and all the other members of the partnership have been able to get this accomplished. It's an incredible fundraising feat and really makes a difference. I believe it's the first time there's ever been a public works project inside an endangered species habitat.
We're up here at the San Ysidro Trailhead, and I'm here with the Executive Director of the Partnership for Resilient Communities. Mm-hmm. This is Pat McCoy, and you were also the former City Chief of the Santa Barbara Fire Department.
Yeah, I retired in the spring of 2018.
And this has become your passion project, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has, yeah.
And we're also here with Kevin, and you are the operations manager at the Montecito Fire District.
That's correct.
And this is part of your passion project as well.
It is for sure, yeah. For us, it's reducing the amount of risk to our community, so we're very engaged in the project.
And we are so glad that the community is engaged in this project. And so, Pat, you kind of spearheaded this whole thing, didn't you, after the debris flows?
I actually was just one of a group of people, and I'm definitely part of a much larger group of folks, and we also represent over 400 donors into this project as well.
And that shows how wide the community support is, but we still need more support, and they can go on the website, the Partnership for Resilient Communities?
www.partnershipsb.org, and you can learn a lot about the project. We have a lot of the science behind it, a lot of the biological reports behind it, and a lot of good news articles and some photography and information on it.
And it is great to learn about all that information. And do tell us, because I understand that these are Swiss rings, and this is a special system that's designed to be environmentally friendly?
We looked around the world at where people experience debris flows regularly. And Japan, the Alps come to mind, and one of our board members, Les Firestein, found GeoBrug and the ringnet systems. And these are actually, well, it's a Swiss company. Our nets are made from they're from New Mexico.
So they're local.
Yeah.
They're American made.
Yeah,
When we say
and-
local, USA.
Yeah, and so, but they're a technology that's emerged since the last time that we had a debris flow here. And so we built the debris basin system we have now as a result of the 1969 debris-laden flood. And so these nets weren't available at that time. So we're trying something new out here, and as a private group, we were able to do it quickly, a lot more nimbly than government could do it.
And this is sort of an update of the system, because I understand we have debris basins that have been here since the 60s.
Yep, that's correct. In our community, there are 11 debris basins, but this adds capacity to those. So our fire protection district, we're in the business of protecting the community, and this is a project that most definitely will protect our community if we receive high intensity, short duration rainfall.
None of these nets conform to the creek bottom. Okay, they're 3 to 5 feet above, all the way across, and so that allows year-round passage of fish and animals.
And I like the name Resilient Communities, because I do feel like it's been a really healing process to have the community come back, and to see Montecito coming back strong, and to see people being proud of the community and doing their best and doing what we can to preserve it. So thank you so much, gentlemen.
Sure bet.
Really appreciate it, and thank you all of those that support the Partnership for Resilient Communities. Thank you. Stay tuned for more Living Local.